Welcome. How are you doing today? I just got done seeing a third surgeon, which is the fourth specialist. He agreed with me that, yeah, it turned out it was just a skill issue with the previous surgeons because he says it can be done, it has been done, people have learned from this, we can get it addressed. We're gonna take care of it. He said that if I had gone to him, like right when I injured it, he would have just gone in there and surgically fixed it immediately. Let me show you. This is great information to have. This is my good shoulder. That's what that one looks like. And this is my bad shoulder. And he said he understood, you know, sort of when the previous surgeon said, if you were an older person, nobody'd care, but you're young. I was like, well, I just don't understand why they were comfortable handicapping a woman in her 30s. He said, yeah, you're young and active. It doesn't make sense for them to have done that. He showed me the name of what's wrong with me. I'll put it on the screen right now when I edit. Right there. I'm gonna put it right there. He said he didn't know if it was gonna be him who was gonna fix it, but he's gonna talk to his colleagues. He's gonna get the conversation started and they're going to get me taken care of. And I was crying because I was like, thank you so much. Because like this ruined my life. Okay. The last surgeon I saw, I don't want to badmouth him because he's a friend of my family, but the fact that he told me to just go for a walk and try not to think about it is nuts to me. And that doesn't seem to make sense to this guy either. I'm so relieved, dude. I'm so relieved, and I almost didn't make this appointment because I felt like I was going to spend my $80 copay and then get billed for more x-rays just to be told, like, it is what it is. But I'm so glad that I came. I'm sorry for crying on the internet all the time, but like, it can be fixed. And it's going to get fixed. They can do it. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so relieved. And, you know, I was emotional with the doctor. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he was like, no, it's okay. Like, you live with this. You have to get out, walk around with this every day. Like, I don't have to live with your pain. It's okay. And he shook my hand and was like, we're going to get it addressed. I'm going to talk to my colleagues. We're going to figure it out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hallelujah. Oh my God. This is like... I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved. It's insane to me that like the first surgeon I saw told me when I was like, I do care if I can go like this with both arms. He was like, well, I mean, if I do surgery, you're still gonna have to recover from the same injury. And I mean, it's already been 3 weeks worth of healing. Skill issue. It has to be a skill issue because this surgeon looked at that and was like, you really damaged that. Like he drew for me before he got a second x-ray. This is a normal shoulder. There's a part of your bone that like stops it when it's rotating like this, and it stops rotating once that part of the bone like hits your collarbone or shoulder bone, whatever it is. But mine is all crunched in, which is why mine stops right there, because the part that's supposed to stop it is already there. So with my good arm, I can do this. With my bad arm, I can only get this far. Woo! I'm so happy because I would have just had to live the rest of my life this way. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm in the middle of something. Jesus fucking Christ! Who the fuck does that? I was filming in the parking lot of the doctor's office and my phone overheated. So I drove back to my neighborhood and I pulled over and it had finally cooled down enough. So I parked in the shade and I plugged my thing back in and I started filming. And then my phone decided that it was no longer going to support my Bluetooth accessory. So I started over a third time. And this woman who didn't want to wait her fucking turn for a gas pump decided to bother me. I shouldn't have to justify why I'm at the gas pump and you're not. I don't have like a fucking rage problem, but this shit with my arm has been going on for 6 months now. I'm not having the best time lately because, as y'all can remember, I came on the internet and cried about finding out that my ex-boyfriend is fucking married and wasn't gonna do anything about it until I found out. And he can say all of the right things about how much he loves me, but like he doesn't have an answer for like why he was just still married. I got this fucking good news today, and I wanted to fucking come on camera and be like, hey guys, I'm not having a big sad anymore. And then like, I'm sorry, but she was white. That is some fucking like white woman entitlement to, can I get gas? What a dumb bitch. Ruining my good time. Holy shit. It's hot. It's hot. I want to take this shirt off because I want to just show y'all what my shoulders look like in person. My body is making the same movement with both arms. That's what's going on. Now I can't even remember what I was going to talk about or where I was. What a weird thing to do is to go knock on someone's car and ask them to fucking get out of your way. Now I'm in a shitty mood. What a dumb bitch. I'm already parked at the pump. Of course you cannot get gas here while I'm at this pump. Go to a different pump. I came to this gas station specifically because there's another one that's actually more on my way home that I chose not to go to because there's a lot of pedestrians who just kind of hang around the parking lot. And I drove past it and I saw that there were people there. I didn't want to get hassled by foot traffic while I was doing anything, getting in and out of my car. The way I have described this feeling in like my shoulder and this general area of my body is like, you know, when you've been on like a long car ride or like a flight and your legs start to hurt and they're so stiff and all you want to do is stick them out and stretch them real good. That is what this feels like all of the time. And they had like a pre-doctor come in before the actual doctor came in. I don't know what he did, but he was like, oh, I don't know if you can fix that. You'd have to have a shoulder replacement. And I was like, oh no, the surgeon's gonna come in and tell me like that you can't fix this. He also was like, your range of motion is great. It's better than I expected. Well, dude, I didn't make a fucking appointment with you. Maybe he was in training. I'm not really sure what his deal was or why he was there. When he was like, well, what are you having trouble with as far as the movement? And I was like, I work in an office, right? So like people were just like, oh, that's fine because you work in an office. I can't file paperwork. I cannot move around stacks of paperwork, pull out cabinet drawers and put them in there and like, I can't do it. And it's not like a strength issue because I did physical therapy twice a week for 4 months. I do appreciate actually that the surgeon said I was nice and thin so that it was easier to see what was going on visually. It should probably be easier to operate on me that way too. I know, and I'm not like dissing fat people or more muscular people, or I'm small, I know, I'm a waif. It was nice of him to say that I was nice and thin, you know, in a positive way, because usually people don't say that in a positive way. And I know that like there are larger people who've probably, they don't know that this can happen, but like I've had a medical issue dismissed because the doctor told me that because I'm thin, it probably wasn't that bad. And I also am starting to feel like medical professionals were nicer to me when I was blonde. It's true. I didn't start getting treated poorly by medical professionals until I grew out my hair. I saw a post on Threads the other day that was like, white women, what's the obsession with blonde hair? And of course a lot of people went in there and they were like, it's white supremacy. And it's like, well, no. I finally found someone saying people are nicer to me with blonde hair. And I thought about it and I was like, oh, you know, I remember that. Anyway, I'm very excited about finding a surgeon who is like, it can be done and we're gonna get it done. I'm not gonna be stuck like this for the rest of my life. I want to thank you for listening. I feel like forgiveness is very important, so I want you to forgive yourself for the time that you have wasted watching this video. And have a good day.